This is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan game that is not affiliated with Team Salvato. This is an unofficial fan work, and it's very gay.
Gay Lesbian Club.
Oh, fuck yeah! Heyo, Spaghetto here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club mod playthroughs. It has been for fucking ever, but we're finally back, and we have a very special guest. We have the mod creator himself, Tormuse.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for joining us, Tormuse. He's the creator of this mod. We're very excited to have him. We also have Lars with us today. Thank you for joining us, Lars.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here, so I'm just going to kind of jump into it. Let's go. All right, Tormuse, before we get started, can you give us like the 10-second elevator pitch of what this is?
Sure. Sayuri is introducing her childhood friend, female MC, to the club to help her figure herself out.
Woman?
Yeah, I guess so.
Woman main character?
That's right.
Played by myself, I guess.
Okay. Noodle. Girl?
What?
Not subtle at all.
What the fuck? Okay, I need to get focused. Oh my gosh, I'm so gay!
We all know that, Sayuri.
No, you did it too! Stop it!
Did what?
Stop putting ee-hee-hee! Stop it! Ee-hee-hee-hee! Sorry, I guess I'm a little excited. Because I love girls so much. Well, sure, we all do. But you don't have to go announcing it out of nowhere. It doesn't even make any sense. How can you be so gay? I mean, either you're gay or you're not. It's not like you're more gay than the rest of us.
Actually, there are some schools of thought that suggest just more of a spectrum. And that there may be differing degrees of attraction across the genders. Okay, before we bring up that argument again, Sayuri, isn't there something you're forgetting?
Huh?
Ahem. About our new member.
Oh crap! I forgot. Sorry, Noodle Girl. You can come in now.
I thought I told you not to call me a new member.
It's a very deep voice. You brought a girl? That's awesome!
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Ah, Noodle Girl, good to see you. Welcome to the club.
Hi.
What are you looking at? You like what you see?
Sorry.
Natsuki, you promised to behave.
Spoil sport? You can just ignore her when she gets flirty. She's just horny. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest and biggest in the club. They're in a relationship together, and it's the cutest thing ever. Hey! We're not cute! Wait, if they're dating, why is she flirting with other women? I mean, except for Yuri, she's kinda cute.
Pardon me, I take exception to that. I think you'll find that between the two of us, you are the cute one.
Excuse me? Have you looked in the mirror lately? You're obviously cuter.
You must need new contact lenses so you'd know that you're cuter.
Are you kidding me? The way you stammer and blush is friggin' adorable.
Well, I think it's endearing how you pout when you don't get your way.
What the fuck? I'm not sure what's more gay, this club or three men reading these lines to each other. You're cute when you play with your hair.
You're cute when you stand on tiptoe to kiss me.
Oh yeah? Well... What the fuck? You're a cutie! Well, you're a cutie patootie!
Your cuteness knows no bounds. You're so cute.
Ah! I love you.
I love you too.
That's Natsuki and Yuri. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Not exactly. We just met in passing the other day. It was great to see you again, Noodle Girl.
You too, Monica.
So what made you consider the literature club?
Well,
You'll have to excuse Noodle Girl. She's a little shy. Great, she'll fit right in with Yuri. Don't be mean. This is really hard for her. It's okay, Noodle Girl. My friends are really nice, I promise.
It's alright, Noodle Girl. There's no pressure here to do anything you're not comfortable with. As president of the club, it's my job to make sure this is a fun and comfortable experience for everyone.
thanks, Monica. Is it true that you're all lesbians?
That's a bit of a personal question.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not a secret or anything. It's just an awkward first thing to ask.
Yeah, sorry, Noodle Girl's a bit socially awkward. But I promise she's really nice.
Why do you want to know, Noodle Girl?
It's okay, you can tell them. Shh, it's okay.
Well, I think I might be a lesbian too. I think maybe... I don't know.
You think? How can you not know?
No, Natsuki. For some people, it isn't so clear-cut. Sexual orientation is a different experience for everyone. That's right. For some people, it may take some time to figure out what label fits best for them.
Yeah, and that's kind of where Noodle Girl is right now. She's figuring herself out, and I thought it might be good for her to meet others like her.
Yeah, that's so sweet. It's okay, Noodle Girl. Feel free to say as much or as little about it as you want. I promise this is a safe space to talk about it.
Are you sure? You just said it was too personal.
I mostly just wanted to know why you were asking first.
Yeah, some people are real jerks about it. Like, they'll ask because they want to make fun of anyone who isn't straight.
Exactly.
Oh, no. Nothing like that. I just kind of want to talk about it because I don't really know any lesbians. Well, aside from Sayori, of course.
Well, now you know, because I'm a lesbian. I'm not.
A lesbian high five? Oh!
Not all of us are lesbians, though.
Congratulations, Tormoose. You already have more, well-animated characters than base DDLC.
Yeah,
Good job.
I consider myself to be demisexual. That means I don't feel any sexual attraction unless I first form an emotional attachment to someone.
And then, va-boom! Watch out! I have trouble keeping up with her, and that's saying something.
What is that supposed to mean?
What could it mean? Anyway, Natsuki, please don't be crass.
Natsuki's staring into my fucking soul.
And as for Monica, she really likes cooking.
She's pansexual?
What? Cooking?
Yeah, you know. Because... God damn it. Because then you can work with cooking pots and pans. Because you're pansexual.
Are you ever going to get tired of that joke?
Oh,
Nope!
Well, anyway, as Sayori said, I'm pansexual. That basically means I'm attracted to people first, and whatever gender they are is secondary to that.
and that's canon to actual DDLC.
It's true.
Okay. So it's like being bisexual?
Sort of. I mean, there's definitely overlap between those two terms. If I'm honest, the difference is largely semantic. Basically, I decide the word pansexual describes me better than bisexual.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Every time I ask what's the difference between bisexual and pansexual, I get a lot of like weird, vague answers. But I don't want to say they're the exact same thing. Like really, like Monica says, I think the difference is largely semantic. It's just whatever you feel like fits you.
That's probably true.
There's a lot of different flavors of sexuality. You just have to ask what kind of flavor each person is.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's the part I'm struggling with, deciding what label fits. Because,
What the fuck does that say?
I like girls.
Oh, okay.
I think you're gonna have to speak up, Noodle Girl.
I like girls. There. I said it. I feel funny referring to myself as a lesbian.
That's understandable. Sometimes it takes time to decide how to describe yourself, and it's okay if you change your mind if you decide later that a different term fits better. Speaking for myself, I used to tell everyone that I was asexual because I never felt any attraction toward anyone, until one day I was talking to a boy at school that I suddenly realized that I really liked.
Actually, that's how it was with me for a long time, because I always thought I was asexual because I wasn't super attracted to girls, and then I realized, oh fuck.
Wait, what? A boy? You never told me about that.
Well, there's no reason to mention it. Nothing became of it.
You've been holding out on me, Yuri. After all the times you told me to stop flirting with people, prim and proper Yuri has a boy crush?
Oh!
We don't have to talk about that right now.
Yeah, I remember Yuri's boy crush. She peed on a poem and gave it to him. Ugh.
That's weird. The main DDLC is weird.
Anyway, it was a long time ago before I met you. I only mentioned it now because it was the moment I realized I was experiencing emotions I'd never felt before, and I had to reevaluate how I described myself. So it's understandable if Noodle Girl has changed her mind over time, or if she changes her mind again.
Well, it's not like that. Not exactly. I mean, I've always liked girls. Always. For as long as I can remember. And I've never felt anything for any boys.
Well, there you go. Sounds pretty straightforward to me.
Sounds like the opposite of straightforward, if you ask me.
Ah, the puns. Sure. So why does it feel funny to call yourself a lesbian?
Well, I mean, it's gonna sound stupid.
Hey, it's okay.
Lars, you and Noodle Girl have so much in common. You both like women. It's awesome.
Yeah.
No one is gonna judge you here, Noodle Girl. It's not stupid.
I don't know how to say it, except I feel like I'm being a girl wrong.
All right. I gotta really prepare the old windpipe for this one. What?
I don't know. It's just, girls are supposed to like boys, right?
Hey, let's be perfectly clear about one thing. There's no wrong way to be a girl. It would be just as okay for you to like only boys as it is for you to like only girls. And it would also be okay for you to like both, or for you to like neither. There's your heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, and asexual covered there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel is what you feel, and it's okay. Monica is correct on all counts.
Yeah, being gay is okay.
Yeah, holy crap.
How can it be right?
Lars, you fucked me up.
How can it be wrong to like girls? Girls are awesome. You're right, Natsuki. See, I told you it's okay. It's okay. Shh.
What if it still feels wrong?
Where did you get this idea that it's wrong for girls to like girls?
I don't know. Everywhere, I guess. It's what everyone expects anyway.
Yes. The societal pressures of heteronormativity.
The what?
The notion that being heterosexual is what is normal or the default. It's quite prevalent across all media, books, movies, television, etc.
Manga?
It can make it difficult to properly reflect on what you actually feel when you're getting this pressure from all directions to be a certain way. I felt it myself. It's why when I met, that boy all those years ago, I immediately latched onto him. There's a feeling of, aha, this is finally what I'm supposed to be. I acted a little embarrassingly around him as a result, if I'm honest. It took time and self-reflection to realize that I was wrong, that he's just a passing infatuation.
Yuri peed on a poem.
You're saying it was wrong for you to like a boy?
Not exactly. I'm sure he was very nice, but I wouldn't have wanted to pursue a relationship based solely on the fact that he was the first boy that caught my eye. People are complicated. People are multifaceted. People are different in every way possible. To me, it just doesn't make sense to get fixated on someone just for their gender. And ultimately, I'm glad I had that period of self-reflection, because it helped me realize how much I appreciate Natsuki.
Aw, you smooth talker, you.
I love you.
I love you too, Tormoose.
Darn it.
Well, that's fine for you, I guess, but you don't understand.
Understand what?
It's okay, Noodle Girl.
It's okay. Take your time.
I know, I'm just scared.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Whoa, what's going on here? Just give us a sec here, okay?
Sayori, are you gonna like bite her neck or calm down? It's okay. Whoa. Lesbian hand holding. Lesbian.
Noodle girl, listen. It's okay if you want to say it. It's also not okay if you don't. It's also okay if you don't want to say it. No one here is gonna judge you either way.
I know, but I came here to say it. I'll feel bad if I don't.
Okay, but I just want you to know I said Mario no matter what.
Thanks, Sayori. All right. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Come out?
I'm trans. I was born as a boy.
Plot twist.
Dun dun dun. Thanks for letting us know, Noodle Girl.
Jeez, is that all? I thought you were gonna say you're dying or something.
I, for one, feel honored that you trust us enough to tell us.
That's all you have to say?
Was there something else?
No, I guess I just expected a different reaction, I guess.
I told you it would be okay.
Hey, remember what I said about this being a safe space? I can see that this is difficult for you to talk about, so I want to remind you that it's okay to tell us as much or as little as you want.
So when are we gonna share poems?
Okay, well, it's something I've kind of been figuring out about myself for a long time. When I talked to my doctor about it, he prescribed puberty blockers to help give me time to decide if I actually wanted to go through with transitioning. And then I switched to hormone replacement therapy about a year ago.
I must be really tired because I thought that said Homer replacement therapy.
The hormone HRT, buddy.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, Simpsons?
No, it's not a Simpsons reference. But yeah, I did want to take a moment to say that that's a real thing, by the way, the puberty blockers. They are, I think this is probably a good moment to talk about the whole trans thing to begin with. There's a popular, public misconception that if someone is trans, they go out and get, quote unquote, the surgery on day one or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. No.
That's not how it goes. First of all, there's a lot of, soul searching that goes on in the person's personal life to figure out that sort of thing. And puberty blockers are one option. They're totally reversible. Yeah, but delaying the onset of puberty can be helpful in helping someone determine what gender they feel they are. Yeah, they're basically what I'm trying to say. There are other options beyond just changing hormones or doing surgery or whatever. When it comes to transitioning, so it's like we were talking about different flavors of sexual orientation. There are different flavors of gender reassignment or presentation as well.
Yeah, I've heard that the current term for that they're trying to use is stuff like gender reaffirmment, and stuff that instead of implying so much that you got a quote unquote sex change, that it's more about reaffirming the identity that you have actually settled on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's been all right so far. I feel a lot better living as a girl than as a boy, but there are some things that aren't quite what I expected.
Oh, that's a very personal question.
Yeah.
That's fucked. Okay.
It is indeed a fucked line, yes.
Did you get the surgery yet?
Not Suki.
What?
That is a very personal and invasive question. Sorry, Noodle Girl. Natsuki can be a bit crude at times.
Hey, I don't need you to apologize for me. What gives anyway? I thought the whole point of transitioning was to get the surgery.
Not necessarily. Being transgender can take many forms. Some prefer to change what clothing they wear, some take medication, some have surgical alteration. It varies from one individual to the next. Not all trans people get gender reassignment surgery, but the transition is just as valid.
Hold on. Since when do you know so much about this stuff?
I've been spending a lot of time interacting with trans people on online forums lately, and I've learned a lot from them. It's really quite fascinating.
I thought you were about to pop the old switcheroo and say Yuri was trans too, and I was about to be like, oh shit.
Why is this the first time I've heard about this?
I should mention I actually did make a comedy sketch where it turned out that everyone in the club was trans.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Should have called it Tea Party. Anyway. Anyway. You right there, bud?
Sorry.
I'm never going to live this down. It was a forum dedicated to a webcomic.
I knew it! After all those comments you made about my manga, you've been a closeted comic enjoyer?
Ew.
Ew.
It was a very well-written webcomic.
Well, Yuri. I'm just learning more and more about you today.
We can talk about this later. All I'm saying is that whether or not you get surgery is a very difficult and very personal decision. It's none of our business unless Noodle Girl chooses to talk about it.
Thanks, Yuri.
You are welcome. If you don't mind my asking, have you had much interaction with the trans community, Noodle Girl? By the way, note that I never actually answered the question about whether or not she got surgery. That was a deliberate choice on my part. Because
that's a good call. Yeah.
It's kind of no one's business, you know? Yeah, and to be clear, Natsuki asking, did you get the surgery yet, is a really rude question. Don't ask that of trans people. It is invasive and personal, and they get it all the time, and it's annoying.
It is rude, and you shouldn't ask it. It's inappropriate to ask. I also just wanted to mention, though, that it's something that people are naturally curious about, and it doesn't mean that they necessarily have bad intentions.
Yeah.
Not really. I kind of just learned it from my doctor and also the specialist he sent me to.
You're very fortunate that your doctor's understanding of trans issues. I've heard quite a few horror stories from other trans people who weren't so lucky. Anyway, the reason I asked is that you used the phrase born as a boy instead of the now more commonly used phrase assigned male at birth.
Oh, yeah, I've heard all that before, but I wasn't really assigned anything, you know, was I? I mean, I was just kind of born that way, right?
Well, it's a matter of perspective. When a baby is born, their gender is typically declared based on their genitalia. But when it comes to real-world interactions with people, obviously no one is looking at each other's genitals. People typically get treated as a particular gender based on other cues such as how they look, or dress, or act, or sound. Our society has a lot of ideas about how people should be treated based on these superficial characteristics. But there isn't actually anything inherently gendered about them. And in that context, gender ends up being something of a social construct. So the phrase, assigned at birth, is based on that concept. Whatever gender you were told you are at birth may not accurately reflect how you feel or how you identify yourself. And it is ultimately up to each individual to decide how to present themselves to the world.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Of course it makes sense. Yuri said it. I love it when you show off how smart you are, babe.
You flatter me. It's nothing, really.
And you definitely have to show me that comic when we get home.
Yes, dear.
We figured out who the bottom is.
So cute.
I think the important point Yuri is getting at here is, if you say you're a girl, then you're a girl. That's good enough for us.
Yeah, and I'd still date you.
Natsuki, please stop flirting.
Relax, I'm just joking.
You know it makes me uncomfortable when you flirt with people in front of me.
Damn, Natsuki.
Hey, no, I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to make her feel better about being trans, that's all. I'm sorry, Yuri. It's just, this club is the only place I can talk about liking girls. You know, because I can't talk about it at home.
I know, but there's a difference between saying you're a lesbian and making a pass at someone.
You're right. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I love you, Yuri.
I love you too, Natsuki.
If I have to say I love you one more time to Tormuse, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, we didn't plan these role assignments very well, I guess. Oh well.
Hugs?
No, you planned them very well. Good job, guys.
Okay.
Aw, they're gay.
Well, all that stuff about gender is nice, but aren't you forgetting something? Aren't I invading your space?
Invading my space?
I mean, not your space, but women's spaces in general.
Hold on. Invading women's spaces? Where'd you hear that from?
I was chatting with someone online, and she said that I'm just some pervert trying to trick women into letting me get close to them.
Damn.
But I'm not like that. I promise I'm not like that. I'm not trying to trick you or anything. That's why I wanted to be honest right from the start.
Yeah, this is something that pisses me off a lot because people are like afraid of being like of letting other people know they're trans because everyone just is like, oh, you know, pervert, or they assume that they groom kids. Like, what the fuck? That's fucked.
Oh yeah, this is the real conflict of the mod. You notice that the music stopped to signify this part's serious.
It's okay, Noodle Girl. You didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, whoever you were talking to was the one in the wrong. Sounds like homophobic bullshit to me.
She said she didn't have a problem with lesbians, just with trans people.
Ugh. Then it's transphobic bullshit, the same thing.
I agree with Natsuki. That whole idea that trans people are predators is a stereotype. A very damaging stereotype.
But she's a feminist. I figure she knows about that stuff.
Oh, jeez. You've been talking to TERFs?
Ew. Oh, God.
Yup.
TERFs.
Jog my memory as to what that term means again.
Trans exclusionary radical feminists.
Ah, yeah, those are something.
Yeah, nowadays they call themselves quote unquote gender critical folks. Yeah, they've gotten some more prominence in mainstream because J.K. Rowling is one of them.
Also, Dave Chappelle, for some reason.
What?
Yes, Dave Chappelle too. Yep.
Yeah.
I can't stomach anything related to Harry Potter anymore because J.K. Rowling she's a piece of shit, you know. She's just,
Yeah.
if you look at her Twitter feed lately, it's like 90% attacking trans people and the 10% like promoting her books. Like she's got a very singular mission in life at this point. Like she's just
Wasn't her mission supposed to be as an author, by the way? Like, wasn't that what she was supposed to do? It's weird that that's taken up most of her time as an older, rich adult.
she's transitioned, you might say.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Anyway, she said she's not a TERF. She's a gender critical feminist.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Noodle girl, look, I'm a feminist and I'm telling you right now, you're not invading our space by being here. You have as much right to be here as anyone else.
But what if she's right? I mean, when I started taking hormones, I thought I was going to switch to liking boys like I'm supposed to.
Oh, God.
But I didn't. I still don't feel anything for boys. And she says she feels unsafe around people like me. Yeah, I didn't mean to scare her. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I don't want to be a bad person.
Noodle girl, I didn't know you felt that bad. Do you maybe want to talk about this in private?
No, I have to face this. I don't want to run from my problems anymore.
It's not a problem, though. Or if it is, it's that other girl's problem. She needs to get over it. Or get some therapy or something.
Natsuki, what have I told you about being tactful?
What? It's true. How could anyone be scared of Noodle Girl? She's shaking so much. She looks like a strong wind would blow her away.
I don't know how to be any different. I just wish I could be normal so I don't have to deal with this. I just wish there wasn't something so wrong with me.
Noodle Girl, are you,
What? No, I'm not thinking of game ending myself.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure. I care about you and I don't want you to be sad.
It's nothing like that. I just don't know what to do. I wonder if I should go back to living as a boy again.
Is that what you want?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Noodle Girl, you and I have known each other for our whole lives. And I remember what you were like when you were living as a boy. You were always so quiet, so distant. And I remember how much that changed when you were first diagnosed with gender dysphoria. You were so excited. You were like, the way I've been feeling makes so much more sense now. I remember how happy you looked the first time you put on a dress. I remember that night we were trying to pick out a new name for you.
Yeah, some of your ideas were really silly.
That was so much fun. Ever since you switched to living as a girl, it's like a light's been turned on inside of you. Do you really think you'd be happier going back to living as a boy?
No, but it's not just about me. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Noodle Girl, you're the sweetest, most sensitive person I've ever known. I know you'd never hurt anyone like that. Yeah, don't change what you're doing just because some jerk on the internet told you to. You don't owe her that.
If I may say a few words, the fact that you are attracted to girls is not in itself a problem. Some trans people change sexual orientation as a result of their transition, and some do not. It isn't a problem either way. Humankind is made up of infinite diversity and infinite combinations, and I, for one, think that is beautiful. Well said, Yuri. And Noodle Girl, honestly, don't listen to those gender-critical types. They may call themselves feminists, but frankly, they give feminism a bad name. The feminist movement at its core is about promoting equality. You can't do that if you're tearing another group down.
Isn't that what you're doing right now?
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb and... jeez, I better not get canceled for saying this. The gender-critical ideology is a hate group. They use the language of feminism to help them feel self-righteous about spreading their hate of trans people. Frankly, sometimes it makes me embarrassed to call myself a feminist because I don't want to be associated with them. That's not what feminism is supposed to be about. Your gender and sexual orientation don't automatically make you a sexual predator. That's blatant misinformation and just a bunch of fear-mongering nonsense. And I just want to add a comment there. When Monica makes that comment, I hope I get canceled for this. That's sort of a little author insert moment there, because
I figured.
Yeah, this is me, a man writing this, trying to define what feminism is, which is a little iffy prospect. I mean, I like to think that it's fair to say that that's what feminism is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about like uplifting women, in the interests of promoting equality.
I can tell you what it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be about hating trans people.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I see it.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen Monica this angry before.
Sorry. I just feel really strongly about this. Especially because, Noodle Girl, you seem like a good person.
Monica, you're poking Natsuki in the eye.
Yeah, I've been seeing that the entire time.
You don't deserve to be torn down like that just for living in a way that makes you happy. That said, you're probably going to want to be a little more careful about who you tell that you're trans. If you just announce it to everyone you meet, you're inevitably going to run into people who want to hurt you for it. Like your friend online.
I don't want to be dishonest, though.
I know. I'm not saying you should lie about it. Just be careful. Your safety and your mental health are important. Here. There's nothing to be ashamed of in being who you are, but not everyone is going to appreciate that. It's their loss, really. I can't imagine how they lived like that, cutting themselves off from the wonders that the human experience can offer. Even if you didn't have gender dysphoria, what would be the harm in how you choose to present yourself?
I honestly thought you were going to go the route of polyamory with Natsuki being kind of flirty and being like, oh shit, I should have told you, Yuri, sorry.
I thought I was going to mention that later, but I can bring it up now. It's that was one of the possible endings that I was considering, that the quote-unquote boy that Yuri was attracted to earlier was, Noodle Girl before she transitioned.
Oh, that would have been super interesting. Okay.
Yuri's going to finish the mod by saying something like, Natsuki, have I ever talked to you about polyamory? Or something like that.
Nice.
But again, that's one of those things that I kind of cut for time. I didn't want to get the mod to get too bogged down in too many topics. But at the end of the day, everyone needs to find their own path in life, and it's best to not concern yourself with them, and instead, seek out the people who appreciate you for who you are. At least, that's how I see it.
So it's really okay.
That's what we're all telling you.
And it's okay if I join the club, even though I'm a trans lesbian.
Oh my gosh, of course that's okay. That's why I invited you here.
We would be happy to have you here, Noodle Girl. It would be a pleasure to make the acquaintance. Such a beautiful soul.
Now who's flirting, Yuri?
I wasn't, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, relax, I'm just joking. Calm down. Anyway, yeah. You seem pretty cool, Noodle Girl. Seriously, this is a nice place to hang out if you want to be yourself. Maybe if you ask nicely, I'll even let you borrow my manga.
Thank you. Well, in that case, I think I'd like to join. I think I could be really happy here.
Then let me be the first to say, welcome to the Literature Club, Noodle Girl.
Okay.
Yay! I'm so excited! Yay! Come on, everybody. Group hug.
Oh!
Thank you. Thank you so much. I was so scared to come here. Oh gosh, I can't tell you how relieved I am. Thank you.
Monica is really enjoying sniffing her left ear.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, I feel better now. Thank you. Stop hugging me.
Anyway, I think it's a good note to end today's session on.
Get the fuck off me.
Hopefully, next time we'll actually get to talk about literature for once.
Okay, bye everyone. See ya! Ready to walk home, Noodle Girl?
Gently, of course.
No.
Hey, how do you feel?
I don't know. I mean, good, I think. I guess I just can't believe how well that went.
I want you to know, I'm very proud of you.
Oh, there's nothing to really be proud of, though.
Sure there is. I know how scary it is coming out.
Didn't you start the club session by yelling about how gay you are?
Well, I was mostly trying to make you feel more comfortable talking about it.
Okay. Well, I guess it worked. Yeah. Does it get any easier?
You mean coming out?
Yeah.
Kind of, I guess. The hard part is that you can never really stop doing it. There are always going to be people who assume you're straight, and you never know how they're going to react if you tell them different. And yeah, it's a little scary every time. So sometimes it's easier to just not tell people, and that's why I'm really proud of you. You didn't have to do any of this, but you did, even though you were scared. And I just hope you can be proud of yourself too.
Huh. I guess I never really thought of myself as someone to be proud of.
Yeah, I know what that's like too. I know how hard it is to feel any pride when there are people telling you to be ashamed of yourself, especially when those voices are coming from inside your head. That's why sometimes I just like to shout louder than those voices. When people tell me to not be gay, I'm like, that's it! I'm gonna act gayer! Yeah. Gay pride! Yay! Woo! Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. Lesbian pride.
Lesbian pride!
And trans pride.
Yeah! Oh.
Thanks, Sayori. Thanks for everything today.
That's what friends are for.
Let me just smell you real quick.
Yeah. The end.
I wanted to end sort of ambiguously romantic. Like,
Yeah.
like they're saying friends, but maybe it could lead to something else. For I you know what I mean? Like I wanted to be ambiguous about it, so I didn't want to piss off the people who like Sayori or people who don't ship them with people who do or don't ship them with themselves with them or Sayori, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I just wanted to point out of context that I was biting my tongue because it was obviously appropriate within the context of the mod, but I think out of context, the line, it's okay if I join the club even though I'm a trans lesbian, right, is a very funny, like, out of context sentiment.
It absolutely is. I was ready to mention that, and I think I could hear you were about to mention it too. It's like, but yes,
yeah,
very true.
I also wanted to say, like, thanks for joining us, Tormuse. We really appreciate it. Do you want to tell the audience a little bit about your channel? I'll flash it on screen for them.
Oh, sure. Before we get to that, I was hoping I could say a few more words about the mod.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, I had a bit of a reimagining of the relationship between Sayori and MC, and I really like this idea that Sayori spends the entire mod like trying to pump her up, saying like, it's okay, you can do it, you can do this, it's great, this will be fine, you can trust my friends, they're nice, like she keeps like hammering that into her the whole time, and it's just kind of funny that she was so ready to and eager to hype her up that she just read in there, "What, I'm so gay," which at the beginning is like, what the F is this?
Yeah.
I'm gay! Wow!
Also, like, just to kind of like give some context, and this isn't something I experienced myself because I'm straight cis white male, so I'm like I'm very out of my element here, obviously. But like, this is something I hear from a lot of gay people, where it's like they literally feel like so gay sometimes. That's like an actual feeling you can have, is to be homosexual on some level, like to experience that like in waves and degrees, I guess. And I guess okay, here's a recent example. You know the way that like I feel when I look at someone like Sydney Sweeney or Dakota Johnson, Tristan.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's probably like that though. I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, like I was I've been watching a show called Sex Education, and
Great show.
There are moments in that show I'm just like, that's gay. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, speaking for myself, I am also straight, heterosexual, cisgender, all that stuff.
I'm surrounded.
Yeah, yeah. But I have spent a lot of time interacting with the LGBT communities, especially trans people, and talking about their experiences and so on, and reading up on the subject. And I try to put as much of that into the mod as I can. And I also, before I release this mod, I ran it by a number of LGBT folks, including 4 trans people, to make sure it was okay, and I didn't step on any toes or misrepresent anything or anything like that.
All right, gentlemen, you ready to wrap?
I guess so. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll finish by saying my name is Tormuse. In addition to making DDLC mods, I've made 7 of them, by the way. This was my 7th mod that I released, and I have an 8th one coming up, hopefully within the next couple months. It's going to be called Turquoise, and it's going to focus on a romantic relationship between Sayuri and Monica, told from Sayuri's point of view. I'm really excited about that. I put a lot of work on it, and it's going to have new art and new music.
Ooh.
And and it's going to have plot twists, and it's going to have angst, and it's going to have, sappy romantic moments, and it's going to have implied sexual things.
Oh, anyways.
Well, more lesbian mods. I'm all in favor of it.
More LGBT representation. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the lesbian kind. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also have a Twitch channel. I guess I can probably put the link in the description or whatever.
Oh, it'll be on screen. It'll be on the description. Check it out, guys. This has been Tormuse and his mod. With that, stay safe, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This has been a great time. Thank you, Tormuse. We appreciate you coming on. Goodbye, everyone.